Charlie standoff. In the autumn of 1961, Soviet and U.S. tanks stood face-to-face in Germany, fully armed, for 16 hours. After World War II, when Germany had been split into two parts, many people living in East Germany were unhappy, as life there was poor. For that reason, they escaped simply by walking across the border into West Berlin, and by 1961, around 2.5 million people had left. Keep in mind that at that time, the Berlin Wall hadn't been built yet. East Germany was falling apart because it was losing so many workers, and the Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev called the situation simply disastrous. He decided something must be done, and that summer, he met John F. Kennedy. Khrushchev told him that he wanted the U.S. and Western allies to leave Berlin, and he wanted the city to be demilitarized. Kennedy refused, and East German leaders secretly made plans to close the border. On what seemed a normal night of August, East German soldiers suddenly rolled out barbed wire and blocked every street leading into West Berlin. In the following days, they began building what would soon become the Berlin Wall. Families that were divided in the two parts of the city were torn apart, and angry protests broke out. Kennedy decided to not send American forces to tear down the barriers, but to send Vice President Lyndon Johnson and more U.S. troops to West Berlin to show support. The situation got more serious when just 2 months after the wall was built, an American diplomat tried to cross into East Berlin, but was stopped by East German guards at a border crossing known as Checkpoint Charlie. The United States argued that only the Soviets, not the East Germans, had the right to control their movements in Berlin. U.S. General Lucius Clay ordered tanks to drive right up to the checkpoint, and the Soviets answered by sending their own tanks, which stopped just a short distance away. For 16 tense hours, American and Soviet tanks faced each other at point-blank range, with their guns loaded. The order to fire never came, but for almost a full day, the world was in danger. Any small mistake, like a nervous soldier firing too soon or a command being misunderstood, could have started a war that no one could control. Finally, communication between Kennedy and Khrushchev helped calm the situation. A Soviet tank pulled back a few meters. Then an American tank did the same, and one by one, the rest of the tanks followed.